All right, let's cut to the chase. Just take a look at this. This is like, I didn't expect it to be this good. They said we would get legends every time you clear Story Island. I thought they'd just give us legend tickets, not actual specific legends. We get Memories Usopp, Memory Sanji, Buggy if you don't have Nami Kurina, good dupe dropping captain. Zoro got massive buffs in Pyro Rumble. Arlong Pirate's still a decent wave clearer. We have Smoker, who's trash, might get a 6+ soon. Red Hair Pirates, still not the worst characters to get. Memories Nami, Dory Broggy, and then some of the biggest ones here. Sir Crocodile, Treasure Map Legend. I use him so often. You can get an extra copy of the VV here. Memories Chopper, who has a pretty decent support effect. Not Jumbei, Blackbeard, who has a incredible 6+ level limit break. If you get him max, he's really nice to use. We also have Eneru here, but the biggest one here, hands down, Zoro and Sanji. The best legend in the game, hands down. They have Nami Kurina level utility with Super Boss level damage. PKA level 200, you're going to want this guy. For Super Boss, you're going to want this guy. He has Super Tandem, even if you have him already. The dupes are very valuable. If you, for instance, have Zoro and Sanji at Super Tandem level 2, this dupe will be very significant because it decreases the requirement for the Super Tandem. Instead of needing 3 characters, you only need 2. So yeah, this is a really good dupe. I'm a bit pissed that I used posters on them because now it's just a bit of a useless dupe for me. It really sucks. I wasted a Super Tandem tablet as well, but it is what it is. We also have Memories Frankie and Memories Robin. These two I think have been like very commonly used for me, especially the Robin. I use it just in the last PKA. Moria, he could get a 6+ soon, but here's another massive one. Kuma, who is so good in Pyro Rumble. He's like the best strength DPS in the game, hands down. Yes, he needs dupes, but either way, getting a free copy is massive. Even if you don't have him at all, it's just a great way to start getting him leveled up. And then probably the most rare character here is Memories Brook. This character is easily the hardest of the Memory Straw Hats to get. I still don't have this character. Many people don't have him. He does reduce silence, which is like the most annoying debuff in the game. So this character being given out for free is a massive win. We have Hancock here. She's pretty trash. Same for Magellan. Kizaru, no, not going to be used. Viwa Nakainu, also useless, but not a terrible support ability. Then we have Rayleigh there. This character support is used almost every month. No matter what, he's going to appear in some type of event as a support character. So amazing pickup, especially since newer players struggle to actually get this guy. Memories Jumbei, still not a bad character, really nice for Super Boss for versus strength. Kuzan, this guy is very underrated in my opinion. I've used him a decent amount and he can be really good when used properly. So he's quite a fun character in my opinion, very interesting to use. And then we have V2 Doflamingo. This guy's still a great wave clearer. He reduces special bind in his captain. His 6+ is pretty good. But then one of the biggest ones, Carrot. When you get this character super evolved, she's one of the easiest characters for you to just use to get through most content in the game. She has essentially the ability of Gear 5 V1, which allows you to bypass all enemy defensive effects besides defense up. But she's much easier to use than Gear 5 because you don't need 3 characters to proc the X super. At the start of the quest, you just get that ability. She's also 2 turns of cooldown, which is great for speed farming, but you do need her 6+ for her to be really good. Otherwise, she's quite difficult to use. But either way, that's a massive victory there. And then, of course, Dual Big Mom from the Luffy and Law Batch. This character's not really that good. But either way, there's so many hits here. Barely any misses, so I think this is a massive victory. Overall, I will talk about in a separate video the PvP Pyro Rumble upgrades. This Memory Zoro got an upgrade. We also got an upgrade to characters like Green Bull, Ryokyugyo. A lot of the Memory Straw Hats actually got big upgrades, so that's pretty cool. So we will go through that in a separate video, but I just wanted to talk about this. Another thing is that we've actually noticed that the story mode is back to its original difficulty. In a recent update, well, not recent, a few years ago, they changed the story mode to make it super Mickey Mouse so that literally anyone can clear it. You can bring like 3-star characters and clear story mode. Of course, the challenge quests weren't that easy, but I think this is a great way to actually make story mode a teeny bit more engaging. because there are some very interesting stages here. Like in Moria's Island, there's a stage against Perona, which gave people a lot of difficulty back in the day because she has like 10 tons of damage nullification. And like the only way to get around it was through poisons. But you could also use something like Carrot to bypass enemy defensive effects. So there are definitely interesting ways to get around it. At the end of the day though, most people will just run auto teams, which is probably what I'll do too. There's a few options you can do here. We do have Auto Plus in the game now. So this is the team I am running. On the final stage, we just activate Marco, Zoro twice, and then also Inaru to just wave clear the enemies. So that's a very reliable way to get around also the challenge quests. You can essentially run double V1 Kaido and win if you don't have anything else, because end of turn damage, it can't bypass enemy defensive effects. In the challenge difficulty, there is a lot of enemy defensive effects. Even if it's not that hard, the quest overall, autoing it is going to be difficult if you are running double V1 Kaido. But if you do use that team that I showed you there, you should have an easy time. Not only because of the specials wave clearing on the final stage and Zoro goes through defensive effects, but also because the units like V1 Akainu and V1 what's his name, Zephyr, have tap timing bonus damage in their sailor ability, making it even easier to kill a lot of the enemies. But that's about it. For most players, we got all the story mode unlocked already right from the get-go. Of course, you have to complete it in subsequential order, but you need to get about to level 60 for OPTC level before you get that. But for most players who have been playing the game for a long time, you should be able to get there immediately. Complete the story mode as soon as possible, and then save up for the new Sugo Fest for Global in a few days, which will start on 25th of February, 1900 PST. In other words, about a day and a half. So look out for that. It's going to be quite exciting. But let me know your thoughts on this update. Zoro and Sanji is so good. Like, giving this character for free is absolutely ridiculous. You'll be able to get carried through like 90% of the game with this character alone, even though they're 2 years old. They're just so good. I already have them 150. Super Tandem 5. Yeah, I'm a bit tilted about that, but it is what it is. Definitely one of my biggest mistakes, but it is what it is. Not the best captain ability, but they're special. Defense up and threshold by 7 turns. 0.5 increase in an existing attack and all boosts. One of the best chain specials in the game, giving you a 2 additive buff and also a 1.75x multiplicative buff. And then this is probably the biggest ability, changing all of your slasher and free spirit, or if your captain is either slasher or free spirit, all of your characters become slasher free spirits. It's easily the best effect of its kind in the game. The most overpowered. Bandai has definitely realized how OP it is and have tried to water it down for newer characters that have this. But every character becoming slasher free spirit, it makes it so much more easier to team build. So definitely pick up this guy, and he's also got one of the best switch effects in the game, giving a 1.5x attack and orb boost every single turn, and then also giving you tandem orbs to adjacent characters, proccing super tandem, of course, and that goes through block when you have his super switch. So yeah, amazing character, man. He also has one of the best sailor abilities, reducing despair by a turn for your crew, just straight up. But that's about it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the OPTC level update. Do you think this is a massive win? Especially on top of that head start Sugo Fest we just got. You can get your hands on Nikabani, Kuma, Saint Saturn, all the 5 elders, and then you can come here and get Zoro and Sanji for free, most of the memory straw hats, legend carrots, buggy for dupe dropping. The only thing you'll be missing is an XP boosting captain. So yeah, easily the best time to start Treasure Cruise. Yesterday was probably actually the best time ever to start the game, because you could actually clear the old story mode and then get all those gems, come in the new update now and get all those story mode gems as well, and then complete the head start banner. Otherwise it might be impossible, but it is what it is. Stay tuned for more content like this in the future. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, and I'm out.